Yo, what is up, everybody? And today we are back on the channel with another Madden 26 Titans franchise league. And today we have a good one, division rivalry, finishing off the season 2 game stretch against the Jaguars. You guys know it's kind of been a big plot point so far this season, all those divisional games getting done by week 10. So we're getting our second out of 6 done today. And another big thing about this divisional game is, as you see on the screen, the rookie, only 4 games in, Deontay Lawson, is having a dev upgrade chance. Now, this comes after his big game last week. I believe he got 2 picks and a touchdown, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I can check the stats real quick. Hold up, give me one. I believe it was other than the fact I do believe it was like 2 picks. He definitely got that touchdown before halftime, so that was really amazing. He might have got a sack in there too, maybe, but still, for a rookie, 4 games in, obviously I know it's not the superstar dev or anything. It's not all that crazy. Just star dev. It's showing his development. I have the stats up now. He got 2 tackles, a pick, a sack, and the touchdown, obviously, before halftime. So if we are lucky enough today, we could possibly give him up to star. And if we get him up to star, he has a couple of games like he did last week. We'll get him up to superstar. But as you see here, we are in Everbank Stadium, Jacksonville, Florida, as the Titans will be here to get the ball first, as Cam Little is here to kick it off to the rookie running back Le'Veon Moss, who has a little bit of return, getting it up to the 31-yard line. Now, wait for it. First and 10, first play of the game, we hand it off to Tony Pollard up the middle, as usual, as Tony Pollard gets another good first gain on, or a first down game on the first play of the game. As so far lately, these little first down runs, as Tony Pollard is already fumbled, fortunately. But going back to what I said, these first down runs are starting to work out a little bit more for us. Like last season, we ran the ball almost every time on first down, and we got negative yardage, or we just didn't go anywhere. Now this season, it seems like every time we run the ball on first down, we're getting a lot of yards out, or a decent amount of yards out of it. 5+ as Kimray Dike gets the first down and a little bit more. And another thing I want to say, sorry about last weekend, guys. That was kind of an empty promise, as Tony Pollard tries to break away from the tackle that came by Devin Lloyd at the line of scrimmage. I know last weekend I was after the video I dropped, I said that the video was going to drop as Tony Pollard tried to hurdle somebody, and the ball is loose. Now Devin Lloyd has it. Devin Lloyd in the open field trying to beat the lineman. Will he catch up? Dan Moore will not get there, and oh my goodness, an unlucky fold of events for us there, as Tony Pollard tried to do what he did in week 1 against the Jaguars with that hurdle. Unfortunately, the Jaguars were ready for it this time, and it did not work. It did not work at all, and it actually goes the other way. But we will not be trying that again. I don't know what went over me on that play, but we will not be trying to do that ever again, as now first and 10 from the 24-yard line. We get it to Chigoziem Okonkwo, who has a first down a little bit more, tries to get a little shifty in it. But like I was saying before that hurdle fumble happened, I'm sorry about last week. I know I said I was supposed to drop this video last weekend on Sunday, but fortunately I did not finish editing the video, and obviously it got back to the weekdays, so I got busy, as now Tutu Atwell, the free agency acquisition, is easily going to take it into the end zone off the corner route. Missed tackle from the Jags cornerback there. I believe that was Greg Newsome. Kind of looked like he was there, Tutu Atwell, step for step, but Cam Ward just put an amazing placement on the ball, and then Greg Newsome made a horrible dive attempt there. But just like that, we got our tie back, made up for the fumble real quick. Now I just need a quick stop on defense, quick score on the offense, and we get the lead right back. It's now first and 10. Trevor Lawrence going underneath for the X Factor, Brian Thomas Jr. He has been a show out so far for the Jaguars. I believe so far in the season, he already has 10. He's looking to make it 11, as he has multiple steps on Kevin Winston Jr., and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. And man, oh man, that is exactly why Trevor Lawrence and Brian Thomas Jr. are the leading passing and receiving duo in this league. Deep bombs like that. We tried to run that cover three there, but you obviously saw we pressed show blitz, and Brian Thomas Jr. just kind of ran up that seam, and both safeties did not have the time to make it back, so it just did not work out for us. But like I said, that seems to be the Jaguars' specialty so far this season. Like, well, obviously I haven't watched their game, so I don't know what they're doing, but just by looking at the stat sheet, that's what it looks like. As now 2nd and 10, Cam Ward is picked off by Devin Lloyd. Devin Lloyd is making some big plays today. He already has the fumble 6, and now he has a pick. And just like that, the Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence can make this a 21-7 game. But Mr. OO says, nah, you're going to take your field goal, or we're going to take you out of field goal range before you make this a bigger lead than it already is. But Travis Hunter says nah to Mr. OO. He gets the first down just like that. Now 2 minutes left in the first quarter, handing it off to Brayshaw Tootin, who just gets it to the line of scrimmage. And now this week, I will not guarantee it, but this week I am looking to hopefully have another video out by Sunday because, oh my goodness, I am so far behind. Now, obviously, this comes with no spoilers as Trevor Lawrence gets it over the middle to Brian Thomas Jr. It looked like that might have been a catch. The Jaguars are going to try to challenge it. Russ said he was out of bounds. Now, let's see what it is. And the refs say that was a touchdown indeed. Brian Thomas Jr. got the feet down indeed, and that was an amazing challenge by the Jags. It works out for them now. Instead of taking a 10-point lead, they take a 14-point lead. Now kicking it off to Marcus Harris, who is going to have the return. But what was I saying? This weekend I am going to try to get another video out. I believe the next video would be shoot, I forgot. Oh, I was saying like I was majorly behind, but as Kimure Dike gets a massive game on that first down play, but like I said, I am majorly behind, so I need to get these videos out fast. So next, hopefully this weekend I can have the Washington Commanders game out, and that is going to be a really good one. Like, that is going to be a real good game for us, especially coming off this Jaguars game. If we can keep that win streak going. The Commanders made the NFC Conference Championship game last year. If you guys don't remember, they lost to the Packers, obviously, by who we played in the Super Bowl, but they lost only by 2 points as Devin Lloyd almost made another good play on the ball there. And Tony Pollard is hit sticked out of bounds. But they had an amazing game versus the Packers. Really hard fought by them. So they're kind of looking to get back into that same situation that they were in last year, trying to make it back to the NFC Conference Championship. And maybe this time overcome the Packers and go to the Super Bowl for a chance to win it all, as Chigazium Okonkwo has a good gain and a first down. Now the Titans are in the red zone, way in the red zone now, trying to make this a 14-21 lead as Mr. Madden almost gets home to Cam Ward there on the pressure, but he just throws it away in time. Now 2nd and goal, you saw the play call. Tony Pollard takes it on the read option. He does a weird spin move to the outside. Only gets a 3-yard gain. Now 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. Cam Ward dropping back to pass. Cam Ward running out of time, getting it underneath. Oh, Kimure Dike dropped it. Now 4th and goal. The Titans are obviously looking to go for it here. Well, maybe a big risk. 4th and goal. Cam Ward going outside for Kimure Dike, who had a big step, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. And Kimure Dike has had some big gains and big plays for us today so far. Hopefully he can keep that up, and hopefully we can get that dev with Deontay Lawson. It's been a little bit more of a quiet game for him so far, but obviously you see he hasn't been getting on the field, and I don't think I've realized that yet by obviously how you see I'm using James Williams Sr. right now as Trevor Lawrence shows off his wheels and gets it to about midfield before deciding to go down. And I really don't think I realized Deontay Lawson was in the game as Brayshaw Tootin has a big gainer there. As you see, James Williams Sr. is on the field with Cody Barton. I don't know what's going on, but I need to start paying attention a little bit more as Trevor Lawrence is going outside for, I believe, who's that, Jalen Waddle? The Jags had this is how you know I don't pay attention a lot as Trevor Lawrence is almost sacked on first down by Mr. OO. He is implementing his will on all of these teams, and he has been like kind of like almost unshowing for us as Trevor Lawrence going for Travis Hunter, almost picked off by Chiadobe Awuzie there. Luckily, it wasn't, or for the Jaguars, at least now 3rd and 10, going for Brayshaw to it, and he somehow hangs on now 4th and 2. This enables the Jaguars to go for it, and they are going to take that opportunity. Trevor Lawrence dropping back to pass. Trevor Lawrence is almost picked off by Mr. OO, and my goodness, play after play for him. This is an unsung hero for us as Cam Ward going over the top for Meyer, who has a catch, cuts back inside. Oh my goodness, amazing move there. Now, just like that, the Titans can make this a 21-21 point game, or 21 all game before halftime as Tony Pollard breaks one tackle, trying to fight for some extra yards, gets it to about 2nd and 6. Now with under 2 minutes 40 seconds to go before the 2-minute warning, Cam Ward going over the top to Meyer, who makes a big reach for it again, and just like that, Meyer has 2 big catches on the drive. Now last play before the 2-minute warning, Cam Ward going deep for Meyer again, and 3 catches, 1 touchdown, all in one drive. And Meyer, whoo, he straight up cooked the Jaguars defense there. Jesus, man. And those weren't even the greatest passes. I mean, that last one for the touchdown was obviously a great pass. But the first two, Meyer had to reach up for them. We had to high pass them, not trying to like risk them getting picked off. And because Meyer tried to use his athleticism, and it worked out. And he basically just owned the Jaguars defense that whole entire drive. Now 2nd and 1, handing off to Brayshaw Tuna. He does not get anywhere. Jonathan Greenyard and Jeffrey Timmons in the backfield now 3rd and 2, going up the seam for Travis Hunter. Now off the 1st down and 10, handing it off to Brayshaw Tuna with less than a minute to go till halftime. Jaguars trying to take a little bit of a lead here. I do not believe they get ball at half. This is how you know I really don't pay attention as Trevor Lawrence is sacked by Mr. OO. He is making plays all over today. Tackles for loss, sacks, deflections, just everything you could ask for as there's a flag on the play as Trevor Lawrence is going deep, and it is swatted away by Kevin Winston Jr., not allowing himself to get burnt again. Now 4th and 21. The Jaguars punting it away to the Titans, and they will pin them down at the 13-yard line. Now let's see what we can do. 2 timeouts left, about 40 yards to go before we are in Joey Sly's field, or at least near his field goal range, and that is not how you want to start it. Underneath 7-yard gain. We need to start taking the deep shots now, as we will go do that. As K Ward has Meyer again. Meyer has a step. Meyer is going to be. Whoa, what is Meyer doing? Oh my god, and I will explain the thought process behind that in just a second. As now 1st and goal, we have to make sure we get this touchdown, but we won't. It is picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick in the end zone, and what looks like a surefire touchdown for the lead turns into a turnover before halftime as Brayshaw Tootin tries to make a miracle happen. And I just want to say the thought process behind that. That was not what was supposed to happen. Obviously, you guys saw that I cut, but me playing this game, I went deep for Meyer. I saw him as soon as the play started. That was always going to be the read. What I really meant to do is I meant to throw some, but when it came to that cut, I didn't think Meyer was going to plant his feet and cut. I thought he was going to make a smooth cut so I could then go and run out a little bit more of the clock. Like, I wanted to get it down to like about 5 seconds or something like that. I don't even know why. I should have just gone into the end zone for a touchdown. That can like end up badly affecting us, but it doesn't look like it's going to so far, as the Jaguars already punted away to Kimari DK. But like I was saying, I meant to smooth cut that. I don't know why Meyer hard planted his feet and cut. I was like, I was so mad about that. I was like dang, like, but like I said, in the long run, that can affect us. But if we score a touchdown right here, then it's like, okay, whatever. Now 3rd and 6. Cam Ward under pressure, and he pump fake, and that wasn't the best pump fake. Well, I guess if he wanted to not risk throwing in another interception, that was a good pump fake. But fortunately, we will have to punt it away with no chance at getting the first down or another touchdown. And like you see now, instead of us being at the 7 point lead, the Jaguars can take a lead this drive whenever they want as Jalen Waddle gets it on the Jaguar. Now way in Cam Little's field goal range, and the Jaguars will have the lead this drive unless they turn it over. Now 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Trevor Lawrence driving back to pass. Trevor Lawrence going for BTJ, and it's just forced out by Kevin Winston Jr. And after giving up that long touchdown, Kevin Winston Jr. has really stepped it up now as Brayshaw Tootin on the carry gets about a 7-yard gain. Now 3rd and 3, way in the red zone now. Trevor Lawrence dropping back to pass, everything kind of covered up. Trevor Lawrence dropping back. Trevor Lawrence running around in the pocket. McLean, what do you got? Moment. Trevor Lawrence still going backwards, and now he just throws it away. Lucky the ref didn't say intentional grounding. That would have knocked them way out of field goal range, but Cam Little has it up and good. Now 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Cam Little's here to kick it away. Let's see if we will have a chance to return it, and we will not. Looks like Le'Veon Moss would have been the man, but that ball went way out of the end zone. Now 1st and 10, Cam Ward dropping back to pass, getting it easily underneath for Kimori DK, who breaks one tackle and then gets blown up right after. And the Jaguars have been hitting some like heavy hits today. Luckily, nobody has fumbled as Cam Ward was almost sacked there by Foyce Lucan. Now 2nd and 10 from about the 47-yard line, about 10 yards for us till field goal range, and Cam Ward is blown up. But luckily, we maintained the ball. I believe that was Jack Conklin where the ball fell like right into his hands. Luckily for us, I guess, as Alec Ayumar gets it on the jag route for a first down. Caleb Ransaw with a tackle there. Now 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line, handing it off to Tony Pollard, who has nothing. Man, oh man, these superstar abilities on the line, and the linebackers are just wrecking us today as Cam Ward on 2nd and 10 going for Chigazium Okonkwo, who has a big gain and a lot more. Chigazium Okonkwo has been a very good receiver for us this season. I wouldn't say I don't think he's leading us in those stats, but like he has definitely been there when we needed it. And speaking of being there when we needed it, Alec Einmeyer has showed up big time for us in the last 2 quarters, and now going back to the man we were just talking about, Chigazium Okonkwo with a touchdown on the day. And so far this game, these have been the duo, Chigazium Okonkwo and Alec Einmeyer. Now Alec Einmeyer is putting up more of the yards numbers. Fortunately, probably more of the touchdown numbers it should have been, but somebody decided to make a hard cut instead of a smooth cut as Trevor Lawrence is almost stacked there, and he throws the ball away, and we obviously know that's going to be intentional grounding. Now backed up in the whole 2nd and 22, Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars dialing up a screen pass. Oh my goodness, Kevin Winston Jr. just got pancaked, and Brayshaw Tootin will have the first down and a little bit more before being tackled by Chiadobe Awuzie. That was really bad coverage from us as now Trevor Lawrence takes it on the RPO and he slides for an 8-yard gain. And this is what I'm talking about. Everybody took that play from us. Nobody ran the read option off the RPO until I started doing it. I claim that play. I own that play. If anybody else runs that play, they're getting copyrighted infract. I don't even know what it is. They're getting sued for stealing our play. I don't even know how I can just know if I see anybody else running an RPO read option on me, you're getting sued. It's over. Get ready for a class action lawsuit. And I'm the only person in the class action. As now Trevor Lawrence, 1st and goal from the 8-yard line, looking to take a lead with a touchdown off the RPO, getting it to Jalen Waddle. And they only get a 1-yard gain on that. And honestly, looking at it now, the Jaguars have an absolutely speedster lineup, just speedsters everywhere. As Mr. Oo almost gets home on a sack again. But like I was saying, speedsters. You got BTJ, Travis Hunter, Jalen Waddle, and now Trevor Lawrence, who's going to run it into the end zone for a touchdown. And just like that, the Jags have the lead again with 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go. And like I was saying, speedsters everywhere for this core. I mean, man, oh man, you got. Let's look at this. You got BTJ. BTJ has 97 speed. Jalen Waddle has 97 speed. And I believe Travis Hunter has like 95 speed. It is actually insane. like the amount of speed the Jaguars offense had. Oh, and I forgot about Brayshaw too. Brayshaw too has 96 speed. Like, oh my goodness. Like, you got the new Legion of Zoom back there, and then you got Trevor Lawrence. Somehow Trevor Lawrence has 88 speed. Like, I don't even get that. How does Trevor Lawrence have more speed than Cam Ward? That doesn't even make sense as Mr. Madden. Oh my goodness, he almost got home on the sack there, and Tony Pollard gets blown up, but luckily he holds on to the ball. Now 2nd and 3, 5 minutes left to go in this game. Jaguars dialing off the blitz. Cam Ward going underneath for Chigoziem Okakwo, who makes a back to move. Oh my goodness, as Mika Fitzpatrick's facing all the wrong directions. Now man in motion, 4 minutes 40 seconds to go. Cam Ward off the play action, going for Alec Onumar again, who makes a catch, and he will have the first down by forward progress. Now 4 minutes left to go. Play clock winding down. 1st and goal. Cam Ward dropping back to pass. Everything's locked up. Now rolling out of the pocket. Oh my goodness, looking like Tom Brady back there. Cam Ward is definitely faster than this. Madden needs to give him a speed booster. Something as now Cam Ward going for Alec Onumar again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. And Alec Onumar has gone absolutely bazonkers. I don't even know. What am I doing? He's going absolutely crazy today. I believe, what is that? Like his 8th or 9th catch on the game? Like, oh my goodness. This is his game for real. This is his game, but we left the Jags with a little bit too much time. They have a lot of time to make something happen, and they're gonna make something happen right now. BTJ off the big catch. Kevin Winston Jr. got a little cooked on that like 40-yard corner route, but I mean, what can you say? He threw it right as he cut, as now BTJ makes another grab, gets about a 7-yard gain. Now 2nd and 3, less than 2 minutes 40 seconds left to go. Trevor Lawrence dropping back to pass, looking for somebody, going underneath for Brayshaw Tuen, who gets it at who gets it out of bounds now in the red zone, trying to hand it off to Brayshaw Tuen, and Cody Barton says not on at this point. Speaking of tackles for losses, Deontay Lawson has not done anything this game. I don't even think he's got on the field as Mr. OO forces another almost sacked, and he basically forced that interception there right into the hands of Jonathan Bernard. And just like the game 3 weeks ago, with a lead, all we need is a first down. On 1st and 10, Tajay Spears nowhere to go. Now 2nd and 10, Jaguars burn one timeout, obviously off the RPO to Alec Onumar, who gets his 10th catch of the day, 227 yards. Now 3rd and 3, Jaguars have to get a stop here. Cam Ward taking it on the quarterback blast. Will he get there? The refs say he will, and that will end the game. And once again, the Jaguars will not stay to see it out. And just like that, season sweep, boom. Death story? Nah. But it is okay. Now, maybe in the long run for us, not the best okay, because I would have rather had that death story. But unfortunately, I most likely forgot to put Deontay Lawson on the field because I barely saw him. But 5 tackles and 1 tackle for loss. It wasn't the hardest thing to ask for. The 5 tackles would have been harder than the tackle for loss. We got a bunch of tackles for losses anyway. But the main thing I want to talk about, oh my goodness, Alec Onumar, have yourself a day. 10 catches, 227 yards. Cam Ward also have yourself a day. 5 touchdowns, probably should have been 6, and really should have been 6 twice, but unfortunately my stupid self, even after what I did with Alec Onumar, I had Chigoziem Okakwo wide open for a touchdown. Or not Chigoziem Okakwo, whoever the wide receiver was that was who was running the route next to Chigoziem Okakwo. I had him wide open, but I threw it to the guy that was covered and threw an interception. So that's my bad. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully I will have the next video out by the end of the weekend. But other than that, that's going to be it for me. And peace out.